Are you there yet?
Okay, we are live. It is Sunday night. It's time for Cooking for the Poors with your Chef Porardi.
I'm
I
imagining
have,
theme music in my head. It's fantastic.
I need to get me some music. I don't know what. Okay. I'm a four-time Michelin chef specializing in easy to fix, low budget items for you. Tonight, we're making one of Master Chef's specialties.
Oh, really? And what would that
Where,
be?
well, this one isn't, but uh, we're making a Tex-Mex quiche. Thank you very much. Quiches are my specialty. Their quiches can come in many varieties. Tonight, we're making this will be the first time for this type of quiche for me, evidently. Okay,
And
so
you
we
said it's Tex-Mex quiche.
Tex-Mex quiche. Tex-Mex.
I thought quiche and Tex-Mex were mutually exclusive, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. We start off with a 9-inch. Oh, I better change the camera because we don't need to see my face anymore. There we go.
Nobody wants to see that.
We start off with a 9-inch deep dish pie shell, which I have pre-baked just a little bit. I like to pre-bake them for my quiches.
That might be the first time Steve's ever held 9 inches in his hands.
Yeah. But it's not the first time he's ever been pre-baked. I think the chef himself is pre-baked today.
Yeah. And I went with a deep dish. Even though it's shrunk up and it's really not a deep dish anymore, I go with the deep dish for the quiches. Okay, we're going to set this aside while we start our first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to add. Oh shit, that's okay. Oh, I gotta watch my language. We're going to add 1 pound of sausage to. I need to move my thing. No, move my pan over a little bit. Uh, 1 pound of sausage. Try not to handle it a whole lot,
No.
I like Sierra and sausage.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a Fredo. It don't want to come out. We're going to add 1 pound. I know you go listen. That's not a pound, Steve. Well, no, it's not. We're going to add 1 pound of sausage, and then to that, I'm going to add 3 ounces of pork chorizo. See that?
Pork who? Pork what? Chorizo.
Chorizo.
Okay. Yeah. Chorizo.
Yeah. And I get that. Ooh, that looks like poop. Let's squeeze that out a little bit.
There you go. TJ asked, did he say he's adding shit? Now we know he is.
I think you're going to have to get some new taste testers. I'm out.
I don't want to eat shit.
We're going to heat that right now, which is heating, and then we're going to heat it because you don't want it to be raw. You don't want raw.
TJ, he said chorizo, not frizo.
I'm not from Texas or Mexico, so I don't know how you say it. And I'm sure everybody has their own. I mean, it could be a lot worse. I could be really messing that up. So we're just going to heat that on the stove. To that, now we're going to take one 20-ounce package of frozen but thawed green peppers, onion, and red peppers. I'm gonna set this. Get this over here. I'm gonna dump this in a colander and into another dish. Because don't want all the liquid. So I'm just gonna let that sit while my brown is burning. I mean, my meat is browning. Right.
I think he's more than half baked. Good
Oh,
God.
you're going to let it sit while your brown is meeting. I get it.
I just try to incorporate this real good. And
Welcome,
This-
Irene. Today, Chef is making Tex-Mex quiche.
yes,
Steve, we need you to move your camera a little bit. We can't see what you're cooking.
Yeah, we're looking at your desktop instead of the pan.
can you see it?
Oh, there we go.
Up a little more.
Okay.
There you go. That's better.
Okay. Thank you. I'm glad somebody paid attention. This is going to take a little while. So I'm just going to, oh, here comes Milk Dud.
Yeah.
Here comes Milk Dud.
So
it's
how long do you let your brown meat like that?
Well, you want to brown it until it's cooked. You know, you want it to be brown. You don't want it to be raw. It's probably going to take me, I'm going to put the lid on it here for a second. And then it'll warm up a little bit quicker with the lid on it. So we'll just, when we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to into my measuring cup here. I'm going to add eggs. I'm going to add 6 large eggs.
Question, if you have a moment, Chef.
Yeah, sure.
We have a viewer who wants to know, is it pork sausage or beef sausage?
It is pork.
Pork sausage and chorizo.
Yes. I didn't want to mix the two. So, 1, 2, 3. And you don't want to get eggshells in this either, so then it makes it crunchy. 4. Oh, I'm getting good at this. I wish I could do it one-handed, but I still can't do it one-handed. I'm working on that. Give me a couple times. I'll do. Ooh, that's a slimy one there. Now that.
Usually slimy.
Whoa. Sorry about that. I dropped it. Now I'm going to. This is just my preference. Anybody can do whatever everyone wants. I'm going to add just a splash of water. Just a splash. That makes my eggs a little bit fluffier. Okay. Now I'm going to add about a tablespoon of pepper. And this is a recipe that I will add a little salt to, but not much. Just a little bit of salt, about a teaspoon. Now I'm going to take this with my fork because I'm going to stir. Get these eggs all whipped up, really good. You want that good whip, a good whip. Now I'm going to set that aside. Now it's time to go back and check our meat. See how, looks like it's getting browner.
Always keep an eye on your meat.
Oh yes. You don't want your meat to burn. Oh, it looks delicious. Now chop it up. This meat's got some good crust on it. There's nothing like good crust on your meat. Well, depending on what kind of meat you're talking about. Now, this kind of meat, you don't want a crust on it. Now, the kind of meat that, we won't get into, because this is a family show. So we don't want to talk about that kind of meat. I did shower today, so I don't have any crust on my stir this all around. Try to get all this, the chorizo juice and sausage and stuff all incorporated into this meat. Don't forget, you have your vegetables sitting aside and being slowly drained. What you want to do, and then after I'm gonna cook this meat a little bit more because I want to make sure my meat's fully cooked before I add it to my eggs. So we're gonna put the lid back on that for just a few more minutes. I just want to point out that quiche is a very, very, very versatile dish. You can add pretty much anything to a quiche, I think. I personally prefer spinach, mushroom, and sausage quiche.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
Ooh, yum.
But I wasn't for sure how everybody else felt about spinach. But I do like to make spinach, mushroom, and sausage. Sorry, I've made ham, cheese, and bacon. I've never made it with broccoli. I don't think broccoli would be too good. I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know. I have made it with hamburger, of course. When I was married. Yes, I was fucking married. My family.
Language.
So just letting that cook. Now I'm going to check on my vegetables. Oh, they look so good. I'm gonna set them right. See how wonderful they look. Now, I like I said, I thawed these. These were frozen because
I saw them too. They're right there.
thaw, not thaw. I have chosen to use the pre-cut just for time savings. Yes, you can cut them all yourself, but I prefer the pre-cut because I'm lazy. So
now, would there be a cost difference between these frozen pre-cut veggies?
Yeah,
and
I'll be
maybe
honest with you. No, there's really not because
Okay.
by the time you buy sweet peppers at $2.34 and an onion at $1, then you gotta cut them up. These are only $1.68 for a 20-ounce package of already frozen peppers, onions, and all that. So it's really a
Okay.
money savings.
Oh, okay. Good to know. And
Yeah.
it's also a time saver.
Exactly, time saving and money saving.
That's what this show is all about.
Exactly. That's exactly what this show is all about. Oh boy. Oops, a little bit noisy there. Okay.
I think you missed a bump there. Could you hit it again?
I can try. And you'll stir it up a little bit more. Try to get a good coating on that sausage. Good coating. You want it coated. Oh, dripping off. The juice is just dripping off of that sausage. It's just like, looks so delectable. Now, I'm gonna pour this into my colander, or whole bowl, or whatever you want to call it. Not only will it be draining off the excess grease, it's also cooling down my meat mixture, so I don't scramble my eggs.
There's nothing worse than drippy sausage.
Well, that's a little bit hot. It's a little bit hot. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and move this off to the side because we're done with the frying of the meat. Okay, where am I at now? Frying of the meat. Okay. Now we're gonna let this cool a little bit more, and then I'm gonna bring in a new bowl. Ooh, new bowl, pretty blue bowl. In this bowl, we're going to combine 12 ounces of shredded sharp cheddar cheese.
Now you have my attention. Because what is it I like to say? The only thing better than cheese, more cheese.
More cheese, yeah. Keep it regular. Well, some people keep it regular. Some people plug it up. I'm gonna set that before I spill these eggs all over the floor. I just want to cool this a little bit more because I don't want my eggs to scramble. So I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit. Oh, I know you can't see it. I'm stirring the vegetable mixture together.
I think his egg got scrambled a long time ago.
You think?
So I'm going to add that to my cheese. Now we're going to fold in the cheese. Slowly fold in so you don't deflate the cheese. You don't want to deflate the cheese or anything like that. I don't think you can deflate cheese.
Wait, cheese.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't you know what? You're the chef. I'm not one to argue. You're the chef.
I must be thinking of something, another recipe. I'm sorry. I'm going to give my egg and pepper and salt mixture a little bit of stir. Oh, and don't forget, you don't have to put a splash of water in it. I do. Some people put milk in it. I put just a splash of water in it.
I use milk.
Yeah.
So
It makes them fluffy.
Everybody has their own preference or preface or whatever. Oops. And add that. Now this is the fun part. Now you're gonna stir. Oh, looks like somebody snotted in the thing.
Well, that's helpful.
Ow, milk dud! God, damn cat! Fucking tried to jump in the bowl.
I didn't know this was Chinese.
Fucking military school.
Oh my
On next week's episode, we're going to be making a Chinese dish.
I'm gonna stir this really good.
It's going to be called
Stir.
Kung Pao Meow.
Yeah, mix it up. You don't want to mix it too much, but I like to get it all good incorporated and stuff.
What's the dangers of over mixing?
Maybe melting the cheese a little bit from the speed
okay.
of the mixer.
I was just curious.
Yeah, because I'm working it pretty fast, so the cheese can melt. So now I'm going to set this aside now. And we're going to bring back Mr. Pie Pan on a cookie sheet.
You
Want to make sure it's on a cookie sheet. You know, make sure it's on a cookie sheet because 9 times out of 10 it's going to run over. I will admit that I have never had one not run over. Chances are this one's going to run over, but that's okay. You know, you could probably scale it back by 1 egg, or they're not the liquid, and we're going to put this in the pie shell. As you can see, it's starting to run over already. And there it goes. Okay, that's okay. We just want to make sure it's all in the pie shell. Then you're going to...
some of it got loose.
Yeah. I can't. Unfortunately, I can't stop it. Yeah, I could tilt it this way for a little while. So you can see, now you're going to bake this in a 400-degree oven for 40 minutes. And when after the 40 minutes, it's going to come out and look like...
Hang on a second.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We weren't expecting you to be poofing so quickly.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, but I'll go ahead and go. You want 9-inch frozen pie shell. You don't have to use frozen. I do because I don't have any pie pans. You're gonna need 1 pound of this. This is just for this recipe. You use 1 pound of breakfast sausage. I believe it's 9 ounces of the pork chorizo, whatever
Chorizo.
you want. Yeah. A little bit drippage. 1 12-ounce package of any kind of cheese. I'm using sharp cheddar. They're going to use 1 20-ounce package of frozen great value vegetables, onions and peppers. You're going to use 6 eggs and a splash of water
Or milk, your preference.
or milk, your preference. When I'm sitting here looking at it right now, I would want to suggest you omit the water or milk and 1 egg. Then you might not be running over. I always do. I always run it. It always runs over. Oh, that's why you want to make sure you bake it on a cookie sheet. Otherwise, you're going to be down scrubbing your oven because it ran over in your oven. And thank the Lord I didn't. I remembered to put it on a cookie sheet because it ran over all over the place. And I had to clean all of it up off the cookie sheet. But it was good. It tasted good. Well, what was on the cookie sheet. And after 40 to 45 minutes, you get poof. There you have it. See now see it ran over just a little bit on the sides. Oh, look at the hearty onions and peppers and sausages and the beautifully darkened crust. I hope it tastes good.
Well, we are about to find out.
So too.
I will be honest about one thing. It
shit.
smells a little weird to me. But you know what?
Uh-oh. This could be our
Um,
first. This could be my first thumbs
We're
down.
thinking maybe it's a little dark because the crust won't cut. There we go.
Well,
All right. Here we go with the freshly cut quitchy. It appears to be cooked all the way through. I don't see any runny spots.
No, it looks pretty good.
Everything's well mixed. I'm seeing, just looking in here, I'm seeing meat and veggies very well distributed throughout the egg.
Is the bottom crust? But my big thing is, I have a hard time with the bottom crust. Getting the bottom crust to cook all the way. That's
I
why.
think the bottom crust could be done a little more, but I'm not sure how you would accomplish that without burning the top.
Without burning the top, yeah.
Put
that's
foil
right.
on it for about the last
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd probably put foil over it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you for that advice. Chef always likes advice, even though he is a chef and you don't know shit.
All right. So
Here we go.
my first forkful here. You can see there's a little mix of all the meat and veggies are all
big old chunk.
Nothing's runny. It's all cooked except for a little on the bottom crust. The smell, as I said, is kind of weird. All I'm smelling is, well, it's the chorizo that I'm smelling. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the truth. Yeah. Whatever that is.
I got to get a piece of meat here.
Chorizo.
All right, you ready?
Yeah,
Cheers.
I
There
think
we go.
so.
Oh. Well,
I love that sausage. That sausage is killer. Well, She's going for a second bite, so
Well, it's 'cause
That's
I
not
can't
bad.
decide.
Oh, that's thank you. I'm glad you can't describe it.
the
I
only
know.
pretty much the only thing I'm tasting is the chorizo, and that's not a bad thing. I love
Right.
the taste
Yes.
of the chorizo.
Yes. Yes. That's a bad thing with using that. It's a little
Mhm.
overpowering, especially in a quiche.
Yeah,
If
it's
you wanna-
overtaking
Yeah,
the
if you
taste
want,
of everything else.
yeah, if you want, I almost left it out, but I wanted to kick it up a notch. I wanted to, bam,
Well,
kick it up.
the bam is there, but
I wanted to
everything else is lost in the chorizo.
right. And
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. That's all I can taste is a sausage. It's good,
Yeah, it's good.
but the sausage like overpowers everything else.
right.
I mean, I'm gonna eat it. It's good, and I will eat it because I love that sausage.
Mm-hmm.
I like the sausage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so do I.
this one is a little bit on the runny side. I'm just going to drain some of this grease off into this pan. Then I go to the kitchen. I'll just dump the pan out. And,
Now, if you get a forkful without the meat, then the peppers come through.
right. But when you got that much meat in it,
Yeah, it's a common problem for me.
yeah, when you got a lot of meat, I don't have that problem because I don't have a whole lot of meat.
Well, I don't complain about that.
I have a lot of soup, but I don't have a lot of meat. I just
I'm gonna aspirate Steve's sausage.
I don't think that's possible.
The people, our viewing audience, are trying to talk me into making jokes about it being simple and pedestrian, but that's not what this show is about. I'm going to hold off on that. Now, you want to come back Tuesday morning on the Morning Disaster? That's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But for right now,
well, no,
I'm just providing my true and honest opinion.
that's what I want. I want
That's my
John's
job.
opinion. That's what I want. I want John's opinion. And like I said, after I made it, I thought, damn. But I wasn't sure. Like I said, I'm not really a big
Mm, that
spinach
outside
fan.
crust is awesome.
Is
Well,
it?
thank you. I worked really hard on that.
It's got a good flake to it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't say I hated it or
No,
it's
she's
disgusting. I'm
cleaning
still
her
eating
plate. What does
it.
that tell you?
It's just not my favorite dish that you've made.
If we could maybe tone down the chorizo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's I should have known better. I should have went with more of a breakfasty type thing, like the spinach and mushroom and sausage, because the spinach doesn't. I don't know. I don't care for. I like frozen spinach if it's cooked, and I like fresh spinach, but I don't like spinach out of can, like Popeye does. I don't like that.
See, I'm the other way around. I love canned spinach.
No.
I get the low sodium canned spinach, and that just
That's
now as far as using it as an ingredient, I don't think I would do that because it'd be too wet.
well, that's what
So
you
you
have to
have to
drain it. Then you have to
some
wring it
water.
out. You have to really
Yeah.
squeeze a lot of water out of it. Yeah, that's
too
what it is.
moist.
It would be
moist.
it would be too moist. It'd be too moist.
Too
Yeah,
moist.
Yeah, I was usually squeeze the water out of it. I learned the hard way with that. I threw some in one time and just everything ran over everywhere.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Steve. Like I said from the beginning, it smelled weird,
Yeah.
but look,
Well, there's 2 clean plates, so that's good. That's a plus. So I guess
it's good. I would make 2 changes: less chorizo, more cheese.
more cheese. Okay.
Yep. Other than and maybe swapping the water for the milk.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
Add mushrooms.
But this, you can do so much with this. There are so many
Yes.
options.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Keeping with
Oh,
the
yeah.
Tex-Mex theme, you could do whatever you wanted to this. Hell, you could swap the meat out for something else, and it would change the whole flavor profile. But this itself,
Oh, yeah.
again, is not bad. But all you taste is the chorizo.
Right.
And I'm gonna eat it. This will be my breakfast tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
But
I
it's-
understand.
I don't have to cook breakfast.
You don't have to cook breakfast.
Oh, awesome.
No, you have to probably cook him lunch, so I eat it for lunch too.
Yeah. So yeah, this is it's good. If you're a chorizo fan, this will do it for you.
And I see TJ brings up a good point. I thought I did buy green chilies for it, and I didn't. And I thought, son of a bitch, I didn't buy green chilies because I was going to add green chilies to it. And the problem is adding more egg is it's going to run over.
Yeah, you can't add too much more liquid.
Yeah, I've already put half a dozen eggs in this son of a bitch.
Yeah, they're for the size of the shell, the egg content. I mean, in order to add more egg, you would have to cut down on some of your other ingredients. Otherwise, it
Right.
would just overflow.
Right, yeah.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
be a bad thing.
Yeah.
But there's so much you can do. I like TJ's idea of green chilies, tomatoes,
Or jalapenos.
jalapeno. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Yeah,
just so
all-
much you could do with quiche.
Oh,
so many
it's so
things.
versatile. And
Oh, yeah.
it wouldn't affect the time. It probably wouldn't affect the cost
Nope.
much.
Nope.
And he could do it depending on what you do to this. You could have it 5 days a week and never have the same taste twice.
Yeah. That's exactly true.
So this, I would have to say this. We're going to call this a win.
Good. Just not number one. And
Right.
I had a feeling it probably wasn't going to be number one.
But that's all right because I'm still going to eat it tomorrow for breakfast. So tell us once again. Give me a list of the ingredients and the prices if you remember them.
Okay. You're going to buy 9-inch frozen pie dish, deep dish pie shells, which they come in twos. Those are like $2.39. Then you're going to add 1 pound of regular old breakfast sausage, which is $2.38. 9 ounces of chorizo, and that is $1.68. 6 eggs, but you buy eggs, or you buy eggs, you have to buy a dozen. I guess you can buy 6, but a dozen eggs are $1.16. Your 20 ounces of vegetables, frozen great value onions and peppers of $2.68. Oh, and the cheese, 12 ounces or more of shredded, any kind of shredded cheese, pepper jack, Fiesta blend. I use sharp cheddar. Probably should have went.
The Fiesta blend would have been the way to go on this.
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking that too. After I bought it, I thought, shit, I should have got Fiesta blend for this. But sometimes the chef, sometimes his brain gets hurting when he tries to think up his recipes and stuff, and he has to stop. And like today was a bad day for the chef. People kept running in and out of his apartment and texting him because his damn alarm wouldn't go off. His doorbell alarm wouldn't shut off. Goddamn Tim walked in my apartment and I was naked. I was in the bed. It was in the kitchen.
Wait, you were naked when you made this?
No, I just got out of the shower and I was putting the pie shells in the oven, and I hear a knock on the door. I'm like, oh fuck, who the fuck is that?
So you were naked when you made this. I'm not eating another bite.
And I wasn't naked when I made it.
Okay.
I only put the pie shells in the oven naked. Then Tim walks in. Steve, you okay?
Let's see if the dogs will take this.
I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Why? Well, your alarm's going off. I must have bumped it when I was in the shower. So I think I know what I'm doing. I go bedroom, bathroom, both, flip the switches the other way, go sit down. About an hour later, I get a text from Martha. Tim says your alarm's still going off. What's the matter? Well, then I get a text from my landlord. Steve, are you okay? The alarm's going off. I was like, damn it, no. Well,
Should have sent Pat down to check on him.
Yeah.
come to find out, little Miss Hulu was on the back of the chair here, was playing with the string in the bedroom
Oh wow!
and pulled the damn string down, so the alarm kept going off. Tim's like, "Why does your alarm keep going off, Steve? Are you okay?" I mean, I appreciate everybody's concern. With they all made sure I was okay. I made a mistake.
It
But
happens.
that has nothing to do with this show. I dressed and I went ahead and made the dish
So
after I dressed.
I have a question.
Okay.
While Tim was there, did you fondle his nuts?
I couldn't tell. He was kind of standing behind the door.
I was just wondering.
I was wondering why he wasn't leaving because I'm standing in the kitchen butt naked and he's just standing there looking at me.
He wanted to fondle your nuts.
All right.
Well, he
So
had
anyway.
the phone with him. I hope he didn't take a picture.
Oh,
Better have a good zoom lens. Anyway, back to so what was our cost total on this?
It was about $10 is what this cost.
Okay.
And you're going to be able to get 2, 4, 6, about 8 pieces out of it.
Okay.
6 to 8 pieces for about $10. And like
So
I
for
said,
$10. And
if
we
you
have
think about it-
$10.
if you think about it, because you have to buy a dozen eggs and you have to buy 2 pie crusts, you could make 2 different ones for your family. Then you would have extra. Like you could
Right.
make something like this and another one. That way, if somebody says, "I don't like that. I don't want that. I
So
don't want," they can have some of the other one.
So yeah, for a few dollars more, you can
Yeah,
make
for-
it totally different.
yeah,
You've already
for-
got the
yeah.
extra pie crust. You've already
Yeah.
got the eggs.
Yep. Already got
No.
the eggs and the pie crust. All you'd have to have is whatever extra meat you wanted and whatever extra, vegetables or whatever.
Question from a viewer: is breakfast sausage the same as chorizo?
No.
They are two different things. You
Yes,
have the
they are.
breakfast sausage and the chorizo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It had the breakfast sauce and.
All right. Good deal.
Yes,
So,
Karen, you could cut your fillet in half and freeze half of it. I never thought about it. Duh. I'm glad you. I thank you very much, Karen, for that. The chef appreciates any kind of, even though people are pedestrian, and the chef is a professional chef. I have 4 Michelin tires to myself. No,
All right.
Bubba, I did not teabag the quiche
so for $10,
for $10.
what's our full total prep time, including pre-baking the shells?
Let's see, 55 minutes, 15 minutes of prep time, and 40 minutes of cooking time at 400 degrees.
All right. So $10, less than an hour, you have a decent breakfast meal for
For
your
at
family.
least 6 people. At least
Yeah.
6 people. Yeah, maybe 8 people.
Yeah. Or if they're
No, it's a little,
if they're fat greedy bastards like me, it might serve 4 of me.
Yeah, or 4 or 2 of me. So
Yeah.
I'm going to eat half of it today and half tomorrow. So.
Well, I'm going to call this a win. So congratulations once again, Chef, for surprising me.
Another surprise.
So nice job. Good. I'm impressed. I'm surprised. I don't know what else to say about it. What do you think?
I think it turned out good.
Despite the
When I
weird
first
smell.
saw it, I was like, I don't know about this.
Well, if you
Well-
first saw it, before I got to it, you would have really went, I don't want to take it home, but because I had crusties all burnt to the bottom and everything else, I peeled all those off and ate them. And then I had to wipe off the bottom because it was all greasy. That's the bad thing with this chorizo. It's greasy. I love it, but it's greasy.
Yeah. All righty. Well, thank you, Chef, for putting the work in. We are impressed.
Thank you for everybody for joining me tonight.
Karen actually said she needs to add this to her Sunday breakfast rotation.
It's a very good Sunday breakfast dinner. It's also, you got the Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's a really good Christmas breakfast. You get up, fix it, and while it's baking, you get the kids up and you open the presents. And by the time everybody's opened the presents, it's time to get it out of the oven and eat it piping hot with a big scoop of sour cream, a little pico de gallo, and you're set to go.
That sounds like a win. All righty. Nice job, Chef. Thank you for your work. Thank you, audience, for hanging out with us. We had a pretty good crowd tonight.
Thank everybody for joining in.
And if you're watching for free on a trial basis, don't forget you can get this show on a subscription basis. You can get this show every week, a new recipe every week for just $5 a month. For less than it costs to make this one dish, you can get this show every week with a new recipe, a new money-saving recipe. I just said recipe.
Recipe.
So, yeah, I think my speech impediment and I are going to go. Check out morningdisaster.net.
And
Steve,
this is the last week that we are doing the free preview of this show. So
next week is back to subscriptions. But I think we have all kinds of subscriptions in here. I mean, prescribers.
subscription info is available at morningdisaster.net. Packages start as low as $5 a month, and that's all you need to get this show.
That's for Manic
Many more.
Yeah.
thank you, everybody, for coming. We will probably see you tomorrow night for Trivial Disaster.
Oh, yeah. Bubba will be in his new house.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Bubba's got a
So
place
he
to
finally
live.
found a place. That's good.
Well, he's living with a friend, but at least he's got a friend that lets him stay there.
Yeah.
We won't say anything about that. Good job, Bubba. I'm glad you're out of that car and feeling better, buddy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good news.
because he doesn't need a friend that tells him he can stay there for a couple
Oh,
weeks.
shut the fuck up.
Tells him no at the last minute.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. This has been Cooking for the Poors with 4-tire Michelin chef, Chef Poor RD. So you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening. I'm going to eat some more quitchy and go watch football.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good game. 3-3 already.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye,
Tuesday.
y'all. Tuesday.